We're the Chews, and we've traveled to over 50 countries on a budget. This time, we're in Johannesburg, South Africa's largest city, where art, culture, history, and wildlife all collide. From a safari day trip to walking in Nelson Mandela's footsteps, visiting the Apartheid Museum, and eating amazing food. We're diving into it all, plus showing you exactly what things cost. Keep watching so you can see how far your budget can take you in Johannesburg. What's up, explorers? Welcome back to our channel. We're the Choose here from Choose to Explore, where we teach you guys how to see the world
and save a dollar.
So this is the next part of my birthday trip. So we started the trip out in London, then we went to Cape Town, South Africa, and we just did a quick flight with Airlink South Africa from Cape Town. And where are we, my love?
Johannesburg.
So that flight was about $57 per person one way, and we're super excited to explore the biggest city in South Africa. All right, so we got off the plane. I love coming down the planes in international airlines where it's like the ladder that you go down. I always feel like I'm a celebrity, like I'm somebody special. But then we took a shuttle, and right at the airport, conveniently, is 6-car rental. It was a nice, easy process, and we got our car rental for the next 3 days. So let's get out on the road. I think in total it was only $14 a day, which is a steal. So let's get on the road. We've been driving in Johannesburg for probably about 3 minutes, and we haven't seen a working stoplight. Look at this. It's just black.
So we drove about 40 minutes from the airport to our Airbnb here in Johannesburg.
So that drive was a really interesting ride, and it lets me know that Johannesburg is definitely going to be different than Cape Town. So it seems like Johannesburg has a lot of disparities between the super rich and the super poor. So you saw really big high-rise buildings, and you also saw little shacks along the road. But it was great to pull up into our accommodations, and this is a studio.
So it's really great that we're staying with locals because we're getting a lot of local recommendations as well. And it's really safe and secure here because they do have a gated entry.
So our studio flat is a really cute, beautiful accommodation. It has all the modern amenities that we need with the nice bathroom, a stove, microwave. It has a nice bed, TV, Wi-Fi here, and a beautiful garden, pool, nice playing area in the backyard as well.
Lots of windows, so lots of natural light coming in. So it's really nice here.
And most importantly, it's super affordable at only around $20 a night. So definitely a win-win.
And if this is someplace that you're interested in booking, we actually have the exact link included in our Explore South Africa guide. That's linked in the description below.
Our host recommended we check out 44 Stanley, which is a newly updated shopping center with tons of trendy shops and restaurants. We stopped and ate at Salvation Cafe. Liv got an almond milk latte and I got a smoothie. Liv really enjoyed her falafel boodle ball, and I love my ginger noodle chicken. For dinner, we decided to go to our favorite South African fast food, and that is Nando's. So actually, when we decided to go out to eat, the only thing that was open was Nando, so it's an easy choice as well. But we love the food at Nando's, honestly. I got a chicken pita wrap, as well as a peri-peri sandwich, and amazing chicken and french fries. Liv got a pita wrap, which is veggie with falafels, and she loves it. So altogether, amazing food, and it was only $11 total. Good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day here in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Can you take a wild guess at what we're doing today?
Well, if you can't, stay tuned because it's currently 5:30 in the morning waiting for pickup for our adventure today. So it's a day, hopefully, full of adventure. Maybe not for her, but I want to see the adventure.
We'll see.
For today's adventure, we booked a group safari tour about 3 hours outside of Johannesburg. Included in this tour is round-trip transportation, 2 safari game drives, a guide, and lunch. And best of all, we booked this for $128 per person. So I asked the lady what her favorite food is, and she told me biltong and cheese. I don't know what biltong is, but I got it. And it tastes like a beef patty, so it reminds me of back home. All right, So Liv and I, 2.5 hours later, we are here at Pilanesberg, which is the 5th largest national park in all of South Africa, and we're super excited to see everybody in our group. We're all from different regions. We have some from Colombia, Alabama, Switzerland, and he let us know that we are not supposed to jump in and out. So what that means is I have to follow the rules. But we're looking forward to hopefully see the Big Five here. We did hear that there's some activity, so let's get this safari started. Alright, so we've only been in the safari right now for like 2 minutes, and we heard that there was lions, and look at this, look how close we are. Alright, so it's been about less than 30 minutes. The first thing we saw were the rhinos. Then, like 2 minutes later, we saw the lions, and the lions were amazing. It was eating a wildebeest, so Liv actually got scared. It was amazing. It was drinking water. It was a woman. It was an experience that I've never seen a lion that close. Then we were running a little bit later, and we saw an elephant. It was a teen elephant. Big, but not bigger than the ones that we saw in Thailand, but big. And now we're looking for a giraffe, my wife. So let's see if we get a giraffe for Liv. So we were talking and saying that we wanted to see the giraffe, and literally as soon as I got off this thing, we saw a giraffe, and it was amazing, guys. Alright, so now that we saw the giraffe, let's go and find some zebras. Alright, so we saw a good amount of the Big Five, and we've only been here for like 30 minutes. But what really stands out about this park is how lush, green, and mountainous this is. This is the only safari I've ever been to that actually has like hills. They said it's the only safari that has hills in the world, and it's because it's a former volcanic activity here. It's now dormant, but it's a beautiful landscape. Alright, so we saw a lot of animals so far. We've only been here for like 40 minutes, but I still want to see a leopard, right?
Let's see leopard.
Let's go find the leopard. We're going to talk it into existence. It's been working so far, so let's do it.
Alright, so literally anything we speak into existence, we end up seeing. So it's been so cool here on the safari. We actually did just see a leopard, but there was some guy just parked right in front of the leopard, wouldn't let any of us see it. So, I mean, that kind of sucks.
Literally hogging. I bought this big lens to try to go see the animals. Alright, Sally. He's rushing me to get out of here, but we have been seeing so many amazing things. Right, Sally?
Thank you very much.
Sally has been letting us see everything. So we got about 2 more hours that we're going to go. Hopefully see, let's see, what do we want to see, Liv?
Crocodiles.
A crocodile, yes. Let's see a crocodile.
Maybe corn.
Alright, so we're getting really lucky. We actually have 2 different species of rhino here. You have the white rhino and you have the black rhino. And they're different, even though they're different colors, they actually are the same color. It's just their body shapes are different. And we're able to see them right next to each other. So the white rhinos actually eat in open areas, they eat the grass. And then the black rhinos will eat in the bush. So those are a little more hard to spot, but we saw them both. And we even see how the symbiotic relationship between all of them, because we see the rhinos, we see the giraffes, we see the elephants, literally all in one place, which is amazing. Alright, so we're getting lunch right now after having an amazing drive, the first drive in the morning, and we saw so much. Honestly, the ride over here, it was raining, so I was worried that we weren't going to be able to see anything, and for the sun to open up the way that it did, and for all the animals to come out has been a treat.
Yeah, it's truly incredible here. If you're thinking about doing a safari, I recommend coming to this national park.
Also, we were able to see the different rhinos, the giraffes. We even saw the leopard on our way out, so I mean, let's eat and let's continue this experience.
Yes.
Look at these amazing lunch views we have here. So included in our package is lunch. So I got the chicken curry, pow, bunny chow, something. And it was really good. It's not really spicy and had like I think when I was in Kenya it was called ugale, it's like corn maize, and really good. Liv ended up getting a Mediterranean wrap and she enjoyed it as well.
Alright, so now it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it seems like it's too hot for the animals. They're taking a siesta.
Yeah, in the morning, we saw the big five in like the first 30-40 minutes, and even our driver, Sally, told us that was the fastest that he's ever seen the big five, ever since he's been doing it. So we really got blessed, and I hope you guys love the footage of the experience that we had. But it's 3 o'clock now, and I am tired. We still got another 2.5 hour drive back to Johannesburg, but it was an amazing time. I highly recommend this, guys.
Today was so worth it. You had to come do the safari.
All right, now let's go. And for dinner last night, we actually ended up at an Italian restaurant, and it was Satori. It was really good. I got their specialty, which was a creamy pasta, and I really enjoyed it.
I ended up getting a pizza with mushrooms, and it was pretty good as well.
And it's only about 4-minute drive from our place, so it was really convenient as well. Good morning, another beautiful day here in Johannesburg, South Africa. Now this is our 3rd day, and yesterday was all about the safari, but we haven't really explored Johannesburg, so today we're gonna do that. Let's go.
Alright, so we just had breakfast at Njam, which is the South African way of saying yummy. So we didn't really know how to pronounce it at first because it's spelled Njam, but we know now.
Yeah, and it definitely was yummy.
Yes.
So we actually got here at 7 o'clock. Our Airbnb host actually recommended it. It was a quick drive over here, and we were one of the only people there at 7 a.m. But
right when they opened.
Yeah, but we're leaving at like 8:15, and the place is packed. There are so many people now, which shows you that it's a good restaurant.
It's very yummy.
Yeah. So I got a sandwich with garlic mayo, tomato, and fried egg, and really good.
I got a toast that had the sourdough bread that they bake fresh daily with some mushrooms on top and some scrambled eggs on the side. I also got a latte with almond milk, and the way they always serve it here in South Africa has been that they've served me like a large glass of hot milk, and then I pour in the coffee part myself. So that's been very interesting for me, but it was very delicious, so I'm not mad at it.
Most people hear Soweto and think about history books, but there's way more to this place than just the past. We started the day early to explore Soweto, South Africa's most famous township and the largest black urban area in the country. We're experiencing with a local guide to really understand the history and what life looks like here today, which played a major role in ending apartheid in South Africa. One of the most iconic stops is by the Soweto Towers.
And we also stopped at Vilakazi Street, which is the only street in the world with the homes of 2 Nobel Prize winners. Alright, so included in our tour is a tour of the Nelson Mandela House, and it's cool with a lot of history right here on Vilakazi Street. you learn about the struggles of Nelson Mandela and the fight for freedom. We get to see a lot of his childhood memorabilia, learn about his story, see some family things, and seeing just a small house that him and his family lived in.
Yes, it was interesting to see all the different degrees and the levels of education that everyone in his family really did have, and it's just really a great tour to include in your trip here.
Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to videotape inside or outside, so just some photos that you see on the screen, of course. All right, so we're here at the Apartheid Museum. Liv, look at her. She's non-white. Look at me. I'm white, so guess where I'm going? I'm going with the whites. All right, so I went on the white side. Liv went on the non-white side, and it was really interesting to see that just a small population of white people were able to determine a race of a whole population of people. They were to say if a person was white, non-white, colored, and a different...
they were Chinese, Indian, Malay,
yeah.
A bunch of different categories.
And then also the walk-up really showed you how important we are as humans and how everybody all comes from the same origin. But unfortunately now we're going inside, and inside is no photography, no pictures, so we'll talk to you guys about it when we're done.
So we're just now leaving the Apartheid Museum, and to start we went through the temporary exhibit dedicated to Nelson Mandela and got to learn a lot about his life through there. And then we went through the permanent part of the museum where we got to have more understanding of the beginnings of apartheid and just walked us through the entire history. So it was very interesting, and we spent about 2 hours there.
Yeah, I definitely would recommend it. It was honestly like kind of all over the place, but I learned a lot about South Africa as a country, the people, and what makes it into the beautiful place that it is today. All right, and our next stop over here is Maboneng, which is a beautiful area. There's a lot of different arts here. Lively has lights, a lot of different things here to see. We actually went into this little art gallery kind of thing. Saw a lot of the beautiful paintings and sculptures, right?
Yeah, it was really nice, really cool to see all the different artwork around here, so real cool.
But it started raining crazy, and in order to do that we had to run inside to this restaurant called Pasa, which is local dishes from South Africa, and that also was really good. They didn't have a lot of the things that we wanted, but it's supposed to have live music. I ended up getting the oxtail. Y'all know I'm Jamaican, so I had to get the oxtail, and it was good.
I got the veggie curry, and that was good as well. So
they told me that what I got with it was a dumpling, but it was like some bread, so I don't know what that was, but I'd recommend it. So for dinner, we decided to take it easy and just get takeout for the both of us. So Liv got the Fussy Vegan, and she got a burrito bowl, and she really enjoyed it. And I went up the street, and I found this burger joint. It was honestly packed. I think it was called Hudsons Burgers, and a lot of people were in there, so I thought that was a good sign that the food was going to be good. I ended up getting this burger, the Boss Burger, that had like a barbecue beef brisket and fries, and yeah, really good. Good morning, good morning. So today, unfortunately, is our last day here in Johannesburg, but it's not the last of our trip. So we just checked out of our Airbnb. We loved the accommodation that we had here local. Great recommendations there. Drove about 30 minutes to the airport, dropped the rental car, filled up with some gas, and now we are here at the Johannesburg International Airport. Man, Johannesburg has been amazing. Unfortunately, it has been raining, so it stopped us from doing a lot of things that we wanted to do, but we can't wait because we're gonna come back another time. So, on to our next destination. Stay tuned, you don't wanna miss this one, guys.